In this video, we will see very important theorem or property. The name of theorem is, or the name of property is, bisector of an angle or angle bisector property of triangle. So, first you see theorem. The bisector of an angle of a triangle divide the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides. So, you must understand the meaning of this statement of this theorem or property. So, this theorem is, or this property is useful. The question will be asked to prove, or with the help of this property we have to solve some examples. So, in the beginning I will tell you what is the meaning of this statement. So, if we observe the statement, the bisector of an angle of a triangle, means first with the help of this statement I will draw a triangle. So, this is the triangle. So, bisector of an angle of a triangle. So, here the name of triangle is triangle ACB. So, I can draw bisector of angle C, I can draw bisector of angle A, I can draw bisector of angle B. So, here in this figure I have drawn the bisector of angle C. So, the bisector of an angle of a triangle divide the side opposite to the angle. So, angle C is bisector, opposite side of angle C is AB. So, this bisector divide this side opposite side AB into two parts, that is AE and EB. So, this bisector of an angle of triangle divide the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining side. Means this bisector divide the opposite side of this angle C in the two parts. The ratio of these two part is equal to the ratio of remaining two side of this triangle. So, remaining two sides are AC and CB. So, ratio of these two sides is AC upon CB or BC. So, we have to prove angle C is bisector, divides opposite side into two parts, its ratio is A upon AB. It is equal to the ratio of remaining side AC upon CB or BC. So, in the given we will write bisector of angle C, that is CE, intersect AB at point E. So, CE is the bisector of angle C. Now, what to prove? So, it divides the opposite side, the ratio of the parts of this opposite side, that is AE upon EB, it is equal to ratio of remaining side AC upon BC you can write, or CA upon CB. So, AE upon EB is equal to AC upon BC we have to prove. Suppose angle is like this way. So, this is the triangle. I will name it as ABC. So, here I will draw bisector of angle B. So, with the help of above statement, what we have to prove? We have to prove, so this angle's bisector divides opposite side into two parts, its ratio AE upon EC, it is equal to ratio of remaining two sides. So, A upon EC is equal to AB upon BC. This we have to prove in this diagram. Similarly, if we draw the bisector of angle C, so here also, there also we can prove in the similar way. So, in this figure, from this figure I will rub this figure. So, from this figure our aim is to show or to prove AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. So, given is written, C is the bisector of angle ACB or angle C. It intersect AB at point E. To prove A upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. So, construction part is important in this theorem. So, construction part you have to draw by dotted lines. So, what is construction? Draw a line parallel to CE. We have to draw a line parallel to CE passing through point B, vertex B or point B. So I will draw a line parallel to B, parallel to EC in this way. Extend AC so as to extend AC in this way, straight line, so that it intersect it at point D. So this construction part is important. Why we made this construction? So you observe this triangle ABD. If this line is parallel to this, we can use here Pythagoras basic proportionality theorem. In next video I will tell you about the basic proportionality theorem. Now AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD is the basic proportionality theorem if CE parallel to BD. So we have made the construction. In the beginning the figure was this much small, we made it. So how we form this big triangle? By drawing BD parallel to EC and extended AC up to point D. Now you observe this figure. So here if you observe this line, now we have to see proof. Same diagram is there, so that you can watch here to my right side. Now line CE parallel to BD and AD as a transversal, so that you can observe these two angles, line parallel, transversal, these are the corresponding angles. So this angle is congruent to this one. So angle ACE is congruent to or equal to angle CDB, corresponding angle. Lines are parallel, transversal. So here I can draw in this way also. If there are two lines parallel, these angles are called as corresponding angles. So now in this figure, same figure I have drawn here, same figure I have drawn here. See, so line parallel, transversal, therefore this angle is congruent to this. So angle ACE is congruent to angle CDB, corresponding angle, equation number 1. Now taking BC as a transversal, same line parallel, BC as a transversal. So these two angles are congruent. So I showed in the beginning, I showed these two angles are congruent. Now we have to show these lines are parallel and this as a transversal, therefore this angle is congruent to this one. So what is the name of this angle? ECB congruent to DBC. So or you can say ECB, see, angle ECB congruent to angle CBD. So lines are parallel, transversal, these angles are called as alternate angles. So lines parallel for this transversal, corresponding angle, lines parallel but transversal is different, then these alternate angles are congruent. So what is the name of this alternate angle? ECB. What is the name of this angle? CBD. So this is the equation, alternate angle. But what is given? Given is in this triangle, this is the angle bisector, means these two angles are equal, or in the given also we can write this is the bisector, means bisector of angle ACB is EC. So these two angles are congruent, means angle ACB is equal to BC. Here it is. So equation number 3 given, means it is a bisector. Now if we observe these 1, 2, 3 equation, ACE is equal to CDB, ECB is equal to CBD, but ACE is equal to ECB. So if we observe LHS of equation 1 and 2, LHS of equation 1 and 2, so they are equal, then RHS equal. So from 1, 2 and 3, since LHS equal from 3, so from 1 and 2 RHS equal. So angle CBD, means this angle, is equal to angle CDB. CBD is equal to CDB. These two angles are congruent. So we have studied the property of isosceles triangle. So if in isosceles triangle, if these two sides are equal, then angle opposite to them are equal, or its converse. If angles are congruent, then opposite sides to these congruent angles are equal. So here these angles are equal. So this angle is equal to this. So their opposite sides are also equal. So since CBD is equal to CDB, their opposite sides are equal. So here in triangle CBD, since these two angles are equal, the side opposite to them are equal. Here it is equal or congruent. So side CB is congruent to side CD. By showing these two angles congruent, we have showed here or we have proved. So congruent segments are equal in length, therefore we can write CB is equal to CD. Now we have proved CB and CD are equal. Now in triangle ABD, so construction is there, CE parallel to or EC parallel to BD by basic proportionality theorem. AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. So by basic proportionality theorem, we have written AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. Since this line is parallel to this, we can use basic proportionality theorem. I will cut this part so that you will come to know very easily. So you can see. So in triangle ABD, CE parallel to BD, then by basic proportionality theorem, we can write here this is the point E. This is the point E. So we can write AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. But AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. But we want AC upon, instead of CD we need CB. Here basic proportionality theorem, AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD we have to write here. CD. Here it is CD, not CB. It is C. If we observe CD. Okay. So now AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. But CD is equal to CB. If we observe this equation, CB is equal to CD. Instead of CD, I can write here CB. So this is the proof. AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. So this is we have to prove. AC means CA upon CB. So once again I will explain. We have to, in this figure, this is the bisector of angle C. So it divides the opposite side of angle C in two parts. It's a ratio, means A upon EB is equal to ratio of remaining two sides. A upon EB is equal to AC upon CB. So for that we have to make construction, draw this line parallel to this, join this, means extend AC. Now if we observe triangle ADB, you can see AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD, since these are the parallel lines. By basic proportionality, means we got AE upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. So we have to prove, but instead of CD we have to show CB, means our aim is to show CD and CB equal. How to show CD and CB equal? By using, using the property of these two lines parallel, this has a transversal, therefore these two angles are equal. These lines parallel, this has a transversal, therefore these two alternate angles are equal. These two corresponding angles are equal, these two alternate angles are equal, but these two are equal only because it is a bisector, angle bisector. Since first is congruent to second, then third is congruent to fourth, but first and third are congruent, therefore second and fourth are equal. So these two angles are equal. Show these two angles equal. Though these two angles are equal, then side opposite to them are equal. We can show side opposite to them are equal. So CD is equal to CB you show, or CD congruent to CB, that means CD is equal to CB. So by basic proportionality, A upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. Instead of CD, show that CD is equal to CB. Put CD is equal to CB value, you will get required proof. Means A upon EB is equal to AC upon CD. CB, instead of CD we can prove, we can put the value of CB. That's all.